All right, everybody, welcome back to your favorite LSPDFR channel. Now, the last tutorial we were working on the EUP uniforms, shirts, pants, and where to put them inside of OpenIV. I think we used the generic Los Santos LAPD blue looking uniform and pants. As a matter of fact, let me go grab the pants real quick. But today we are going to we'll do a little bit more in depth with the pants and vests. All right. Okay, so the generic stuff, we showed you how to pull it out of OpenIV. Long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirt, and the pants. So let's go and get started. You have your OpenIV open, and like I said, we'll use Paint today again. I can't use Photoshop, so most people don't use Photoshop. Mostly everybody uses the free stuff, so we'll use, which I don't blame them, because all that other stuff is really expensive. So you'll go to Mods, Update 64, Packs, EUP, DLC, Time 64, EUP. All right, remember what helps you to remember: street address, your street number, and then if you go inside, that'll be the actual, it's as if somebody called you up and said, hey, come to my apartment. You would need the street name, the street address, and the apartment number if you're going to find them. Just having the street alone or just having the address alone won't get you to that person's apartment. You also need more in depth the actual apartment number. Okay, so just look at it that way. That'll help you to remember. All right, let's go ahead with the pants. Let's say you had a uniform that requires a tan shirt and dark brown pants. You wanted to do a county, okay? So let's go ahead and grab the same way we pulled out the shirt. You'll do it again. You go inside. I'm gonna go real quick through the shirt because we've already done it in the open episode. Okay. There's the shirt, and we already have a pair of pants, so we're going to use those generic LAPD pants. We'll show you how to change that to the color you need. Okay, so I have stuff for a client already. Let's back up a bit to the uniform. Okay, this is a uniform of this particular place. It could be any place. Let's say you grabbed the picture, you saved the picture somewhere on your desktop, and you want to go grab that picture. Okay, this is what their uniform looks like. We're gonna make tan shirt, brown tie, brown pants, black stripe down the side. Okay, tan shirt, brown tie, which if you have this tie from the generic Los Santos, all you do is grab your color. You can go anywhere on here and grab the color brown. Anywhere you want to. You might have to tweak it a little bit, obviously, but it's pretty much the same thing. Or you can just come on here and make it yourself. You have all of these colors to make the color you need, okay? So you'll do that. Come down here, lighten it up or darken it up a little bit till you find the color that you want. And you'll go back up there, grab your paint can, and drop it. And darken it up as much as you need to make it the brown that you want, okay? So we're gonna say this is our finished product. Now we need the pants. Brown pants with a black stripe. You do the exact same thing. Now you may need this twice because sometimes the color bleeds over, so we'll just grab it twice. Sometimes the colors do tend to bleed over, That one did a little bit. Usually it covers all of the flesh tone. But that time it only took off a little bit. So we'll just put the belt loop back. Copy. Paste. Now we need some stripes. On the original, you can see the left pocket and the right pocket. And generally, the stripe is right there at the pocket seam. Okay, so all you got to do is a black stripe, so put it about right there. Copy, paste, since you want both sides. Whoops, let's take it back over here first. Copy and paste. About right there, looks about right. Now don't forget, you can adjust, before you put anything on top of it, you can adjust that brown if you need to. If that's too light for you. You can go in and make it a little darker if you need to. Let's make those pants a little darker. About right there, looks about right. And then we'll make our stripe. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Now you have some brown pants with a black stripe down the side. Put it about right there is where the pocket seam is. All right, so we're done with the pants. Now let's work on the shirt. Okay, when I mentioned bleed over earlier, let me show you what I meant by that. If you drop a color when you need to change your pants or a shirt, see how colors bleed over into that? All you got to do is grab the original Los Santos or county or state police pants, copy, paste. See, back to normal. Same thing with the belt loop that I just corrected. All right, so we have a pair of pants, so we don't need this anymore. Pair of pants, the shirt. Now let's grab the patches. All you do is type in the agency name, uniform patch. That'll take you straight to the patches. Pretty sure these are the old patches and these are the new patches. So let's go with the new ones. You just save it on your desktop like we did in the previous episode. Just save it in a folder on your desktop, title it whatever you want to title it. Click on the folder, go grab it, pull it up. There's the patch. Remember I said the size of it doesn't matter. It could be small, it could be even smaller than that, or real large that covers the whole page. It doesn't matter. And let's grab our example first. You can take it from the original Los Santos, or you can take it from an example that you already have. It doesn't matter, as long as, like I showed you in the first episode, as long as the patch, the top, long as it's approximately close to right there, okay, long as it's relatively the same size, it'll be correct every single time. But I like to use examples that I already have made a while back. So all right, let's go. Since they're shaped pretty much the same, all you're doing is laying it right on top of it. Just like that. Copy, paste. Just like that, okay? Grab both of them. Grab them both, copy, paste. There's the patch, looks exactly like it. Okay, now I'll show you where to put it. Remember last episode we did the city police. This episode we're doing the county sheriff, okay? City police was our last episode. Now we're doing county sheriff. Okay, when you get the pants and the shirt done, this is the long sleeve shirt. You want to make a short sleeve shirt. So just file, save as, make a folder like I showed you in the first episode, and save it in there. Okay, and that'll be your long sleeve shirt. You'll do the same thing with the short sleeve shirt. You just go into OpenIV to, I think it's called Blaine County. You'll grab the long sleeve shirt, and we don't need that anymore. And we don't need that one anymore. Long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt, okay? Same patches you put on there. Same patches you put on your short sleeve version. And then all you do is save them. Save them in the folder. Title it. What county is this? Title it Guilford County Sheriff's Office. And drop them both. Save them both into that folder. All right, now let's go ahead and put them in place. All right, you have the street address, street number, the apartment number. 4. I'm looking for apartment 4. There it is right there. 004. Remember? City. There's the Santa Ana. Make sure you stay in apartment 4. You want 4. City. City. County. County. Like I showed you in the other episode. There's Blaine. See, there's the shirt right there. And the long sleeve, if I'm not mistaken, the long sleeve has the brown tie. City, city, county, county, state police. Okay? We're at apartment 4. We need the short sleeve shirt for the county. Okay? City, city, county. Technically, actually, you can put them in the city spot. It really doesn't make a difference. You're still gonna see the uniform, whether you go into LSPD or LSSD. When you get to Law and Order, you put it in LSPD or LSD, but we're gonna use county this time with the correct pants. Okay, wherever you saved it, you're gonna go. You're going to click on replace up there at the top. And replace. Forgot to show you how to change the t-shirt. And just click save. Let's see, in this picture, yes, this gentleman is wearing a black t-shirt. So I'm going to assume that even the guys with the tie is wearing a black t-shirt. All you do is a little color right there, just see how it bleeds over like that? You just got to be careful with that. You got to be careful and watch out for that, okay? Boom, black t-shirt. Now you're probably saying, well, that one changed, but why didn't that one change when you brought it over? All you got to do, if it's not working for you, if it keeps bleeding over, let's try the long sleeve. See, if it keeps bleeding over, all you got to do, grab the color, Go to where it worked. Hang on, let me get it right on the edge right there. There you go. Sometimes it does matter where you click inside the t-shirt. Get the grid on it, copy, and paste. Now you have a black t-shirt. Paste. Now you have a black t-shirt. Obviously you won't see it, just like in real life when you're wearing a tie, but you will see it with a short sleeve shirt. Okay. So we got that saved. Now let's go and take the long sleeve. 4. Now we're going to apartment 14. City, county. Wherever you saved it at, go and grab it. Long sleeve. Save. Now I got a short sleeve shirt and I got a long sleeve shirt. All right, we ran through that pretty quick because we already did it. Now let's do the pants. You're gonna click. We were here at the apartment number. Now we want to go back out to the street. Okay. There's the street address. Now these matter a lot when you're doing this. So let's grab the pants and save. And you got the pants in. These matter a lot. Just like when you're doing a state trooper outfit. I'll show you real quick. Let's just grab any one. Okay, see the hat, the head. Now that goes, that's the motorcycle cop with the beat, with the boots, with the beat. That's the motorcycle cop with the boots. Now see how all of these, if you think of all of these as your addresses, they'll tell you exactly where you need to put it. Low diff 001 uni, UNI. Now this one, where we just put the pants, says low diff 001 whip, WHI. So those pants are not gonna work in here. You need to come back out and find which one of these has low diff 001 UNI. That makes a big difference, okay? Just a little side note for anybody that didn't know. Okay. And we have the pants, long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt. We have all of that put in already. And we're gonna do a vest real quick. See, we have our city police that we did in the first episode. We have our county. As a matter of fact, I'll show you, it doesn't really make a difference. Replace, you can put county in that slot too. Okay. But it makes it easier to put it in the correct slot when you go inside Law and Order. That way you don't have to look for LSPD or LSSD or LSHP, I think it is, Highway Patrol. You can just go straight to, you know what's county and you know what's sheriff. Okay, so it doesn't make a difference. You'll still have the uniform when you get in. Okay, let's do a vest real quick. Don't need that. and don't need that. Now, when you, let's say you don't have any vests at all. We all know this website. This is all you're going to do. Hit enter or hit the little search magnifying glass. Vest, 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 vest. All of these are vests. Some of these are the generic EUP stuff. I'm not sure if they have security. They may. I've never used a security vest, but they may. Some of them, some of the generic EUP vests just say police. But you want yours to say, to stand out, be more specific. Just like that one. So you just pick one of these vests. When you pick a vest that you want and you download it, it's going to give you the address to where to drop the vest pack. It may be one vest, it might be 10 vests, it might be 30 vests. It'll give you, whoever the developer was, he'll give you in the instructions or the README folder, he'll tell you where you need to drop it to get the folder. And when I say where you need to drop it, it'll be one of these. It could be January 2016. It could be Vinewood. It could be Christmas. It could be 01. It could be any one of these, okay? I'll show you an example. Heist. I just went inside Heist. Apartment number is 0. See, there's a vest. You've seen any of my episodes, I've used this vest a lot. Now let's go someplace else. Remember, Heist. That's where we are right now, Heist. Go back. Vinewood. Apartment 12, vest. I use this vest a lot too. See, Vinewood. We just left Heist, so whatever vest you download, look in the instructions or the README, and it'll tell you where you need to put the pack of vests, okay? All right, and then whenever you need to use it or you want to mod it, just go inside that address, go to the apartment number, pull out the vest like we did the shirts. All you'll do is grab the original, click on export, make a folder first, title it vests. Export, go to your desktop, go to vests, and that's where you'll save it, okay? So you can use it over and over and over again, okay? All right, let's get to modding. And another way to help you is, well, you know what? Let's do the vest first, and I'll show you how to tell what vest you have. All right. Let's pick a vest. Nope, don't want to do that one. Man, I like that one, but let's do that one. I'm sure we've all seen this right here. In order for you to get this, this helps a lot because this texture is pretty much all of the stuff that you're putting vest over. And all you do to get that, I know we've all seen this, all I did was take a piece of that, copy, and paste it, and make it big. Not too big where you see it blurry like that, but just make it big enough to replace all of that, and it'll look like this. All right, so the name of that place was, I think it was Guilford County. So let's do Gold Sheriff. Change the font size big enough so we can see it, but not too big. Pick a font. Let's pick a font. Let's use Bally Bold. Let's use Bally Bold. Most agencies use Bally Bold for police, and we've all seen that. So we're going to use it this time for sheriff. And we don't need to thicken it up. We'll leave it just like that. All right. Copy. Go over to your vest. Paste. Paste again. This one is on the front, and this one is on the back. And that's all you're doing. All you're doing is putting the stuff you want to put over the original. You don't even need that patch. As a matter of fact, I don't think that's the original patch. I've changed it so many times. But you can put whatever you want to put right there. I'll give you an example real quick. Let's say police task force patch. Okay, make sure you're in images, and you'll see a ton of them, but you want a circular one. You can use that one, that one, that one. As a matter of fact, I've used this one before. Save it wherever you want to save it. Title it vest patches if you want. You know what? Let's save it in here also. And title it whatever you want. All right, it's saved in patches. Grab your folder again. Go to where you saved it. We saved it in patches. Grab it. Now remember what I said about the patches. You need to take that color off. You just hit the magic wand. Hit your chalkboard eraser, and you can take all that, if there's any color on the background. But on this, we don't need to do that because it's circular, and we have a circular tool. So circle, and you can move it around however you need to. Just left click on it, hold down the right mouse, and you can move it and resize it, so it doesn't matter what color is in the background. All right, put a grid around it, copy, paste. There's your circular patch. There you go, you're done. And you save it wherever you want to save it. Vest, if you have a folder named Vest, go ahead and save it. Vest. Vest you're working on, or Vest you have finished. Let's say Vest Guilford. We'll save it as that. Okay. Now, back in OpenIV, we want to replace that generic vest that we downloaded from LSPDFR. We downloaded it. They even have instructions right here. See, this particular developer, he wants this vest put the street number, street address as your apartment number, and supposed to go in Vinewood. So where are we? Vinewood. I think his said 01. So you're in Vinewood. Vests are 99% of the time task. Task is all, consider that always for vests. Okay, I think his vest was 01. I've never downloaded that vest, so mine won't look like that. Mine is something totally different. Okay, so let's go to where our vest is that we want to replace. Okay, see, this is the, let's say this was the generic. See how it looks? There's a little pouch, whatever that is, up front. Police down here. Police turned on its side. Circular patch next to the med pack. Okay. Our vest, sheriff down here, sheriff on its side. See that pouch up there that matches exactly the same? Circular little med pack right there. Okay. Now, if you try to put it in a different place where it's not supposed to go, if the developer wanted you to put it in 05, but you decide to put it in 01, it's going to look ridiculous. It's going to have this halfway cut off. The flag will be way over here. Inside the game, it's going to look ridiculous. It might say Sun Port PO, and that's all you'll see because you didn't use, this does not match. There's no pouch up there. There's no police or sheriff turned on its side. These don't match. So that vest is not going to go in there. They have to look exactly the same. Not close to, not sort of similar, exactly the same. Okay? There's the pouch up there, replace. Where did I save that thing? Vest, finish. Okay. There's the pouch, sheriff on its side. Same vest. Now that's one way to do it with just sheriff. If you want to get more specific, like you saw with that Midland vest in LSPDFR or with the Jackson Airport Police, all you got to do, let's make it a little silvery. Slide that over some. Just type it in. Choose your font. Let's try Mongolian beef. And you can even get more specific, because some agencies have police bigger but just as wide, like that. Pretty much what I'm saying is you can type whatever you want to. And all you do is copy, go to that vest. It doesn't have to just say police or sheriff. Stay inside just like the original. Can't have it too big, way out here, or way up here, or way over here, or over here. You want to see it correctly, it has to be where the original words were. So you can do it like that, or you can resize the police name. Let's put that back. Or the agency name, rather. You're not using that part up there anyway. You want to get into detail with it, you don't have to use this square button. You can use the draw button, and it doesn't have to be perfect as long as you get it inside of what you're drawing. All right, copy, put a grid around it, copy, go to your vest, whatever vest it is, paste. See, we have Midland and police, kind of relatively the same size. You can do it like that if you want to. You'll just cover up the M and cover up the little part of the D. When you get right there, just replace that with police instead of sheriff. And you can go back, grab a little chunk, make a grid around it, go back to your vest, paste, go to the part you need to cover up, because in the game you're not going to see that anyway. Copy, paste, and cover up the little D. I like to leave a little bit of little tiny errors on it, makes it look more realistic. No officer's vest is perfect unless it's day one of it being issued to him. But after wear and tear, you'll see threads hanging. So if you leave it just like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Just remember to put police on its side up there and save it. Go inside and let's do another vest. We'll do one more example. See, this particular pack that I downloaded gave me 14 vests from 0 to 14. Half of them I don't even remember. What they are. I remember that one. Okay, let's use this one. You know what? It's too easy. It's just a grid. This one's more complicated. Okay, you're gonna hit export if you want to make changes to it. Export, pick a folder on your desktop, save it wherever you want to save it, because you're gonna make changes to it. Okay. All right. Once you have it saved, go back to Paint, click on the folder, pull it up. Move this stuff out of the way. If you accidentally X these out, close these out, your tools, they're up here. All you gotta do is click on it and it'll come back to life. All right, let's go grab a patch. And let's just make up a name. me grab my canvas. Let's just make up an agency name. Or where's my silver? Now you can do them side by side, or you can do them one on top of another. You can put Alvin on the top, or you can have them side by side like that. If you don't like that font, just pick a font. It's your vest, whatever font you want to use. Just pick a font. You can use the plain old generic Arial, okay? All right, make a grid around it, copy, go back to the vest, paste. Now, just because it's side by side saying state police, you don't have to do it that way. You can make it one on top of another, like I said. Alvin Police. Just pick any one of these patches you want to use. It really doesn't matter. It's your vest. You can pick any one of them that you want to. Heck, you could even make it Alvin ISD if you want to. Just save it. All right, see how the original had, well, I know it says Michigan State Police now. That's not what the original, I forget what the original patch was because I've changed it so many times. You're gonna go to patch. If it has a patch there, I would put a patch there because it most likely will be on the vest somewhere when you go inside the game. Now the little tiny details like the like your blood type or the medic symbol, the medic universal symbol, those things you can get off of Google. You can get a ton of these and put them somewhere on your vest. If you want to title it Midland Police and put your little blood type thing, whatever your blood type is, copy, go to the vest, paste. You can put it wherever, just leave enough room for you to be able to squeeze in Midland Police. Just a real quick example. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's perfect, it's just an example, okay? Copy the little blood type logo, put it there, and you're done. Save it. It could, you could literally put anything on there you want to. It doesn't just have to say police. Whatever you want to put, you could put the American flag next to it. But it would be better if you actually found a vest that allocated a slot for that stuff. See how that one has the American flag? Just when you go in to replace your vest, make sure it looks exactly like the vest you're replacing. All right, let's get back to that particular vest, the patch. Now see how this one has no color behind it? The chalkboard eraser's been used on it, but this one has color. So grab your wand, grab your chalkboard, eraser, and erase all of that stuff. It's an awesome tool to use. All right, highlight it, copy, paste. And that's, let me move this out of the way. That's gonna, as long as it's relatively the same size as whatever the original was, you are good to go. Doesn't have to be exact, just close. All right, that's it. And then save it. Go ahead and grab it. When you get to, go back to OpenIV, go ahead and grab it. Click on replace. Best finish. Where did I title it? Alvin. See how I replaced the patch, everything. Still the same vest though. And you click on save. YTD is the vest. YDD is the picture. What number was that? Number 2, I think. Yeah. Apartment number 2. Alvin Police. Alvin Police. Wish it wouldn't zoom in so far, but there's blood type. And there's the vest. And what was the other one? I think we put sheriff on it. Yeah. All right. So that's it. Those are your vests. And just like I did in the first episode, but I'm not going to do it this time. When you go in, you go inside Law and Order, click F11, hit F11, Law and Order. And since we put it apartment number 4, since we put it in the city police slot, and we also put it in the county sheriff slot, when you go inside, you hit F11, go inside Law and Order, and go to, I think it's LSSD, Los Santos Sheriff's Department, if I'm not mistaken. You'll see the shirt. He'll be wearing he'll be wearing the shirt and the pants. I think Class A is the short sleeve, Class C is the long sleeve, or vice versa. You'll have the shirt and the pants on, okay? Same thing works for state police, okay? Especially with California Highway Patrol. It'll be an exact replica of San Andreas Highway Patrol, only it'll say California. Okay, we put the shirt in, we put the pair of pants in. We'll do the coat on the next. We'll do a coat on the next episode, but they're just as easy. All you do is go in, you extract, like I showed you how to take out the original, export, save it in the folder. There it is. You'll save it in the folder. And you can go grab your patches, put whatever patch you need to on there. And then when you go inside 001, click replace, go to wherever you save the coat. Did I make one? I know I made one for somebody in Louisiana. I know I just showed you Houston Police Department, but let's do a different one. See, same thing. You can do that coat. As a matter of fact, there's a patch right there we made for a vest. Or you can do that one. When you go inside to grab your coat, put your coat on for state police, that'll be in the state police coat slot. It should be, I think it's San Andreas State S.A.S.P. Not LSSD. It should be S.A.S.P. Then you'll go down to one of those, and it'll show you him wearing the uniform with the coat. Okay, we showed you how to do it for the sheriff's department. We showed you how to make a sheriff's department uniform, whatever colors you need. We showed you how to make a vest. Remember, download the vest first. Remember the address to the vest. Extract the vest, save the vest, pull the vest out. Put whatever words, whatever police department, state agency, FBI, whatever you want to put on it. Save the vest and replace the vest. Okay, let's do a state police hat real quick. I'll show you these on all of the generic FIB stuff. I know we've all seen this inside of. See, I've replaced everything with the correct, using the same exact letters. All you're doing is swapping the I and the B, obviously. You can do that with DEA. I think the original is, what's the original? DIA or something ridiculous. It's something ridiculous, but I've already changed everything to Drug Enforcement Agency, and I've already put them. So whenever I want to play as the custom, see, immigration, obviously it doesn't say that inside the game. That's not the original, but I've already replaced all of mine. ATF, FBI, Google has all of these badges. All you're doing is copying, replacing them, and putting them back. Yeah, I think those badges go in, just to show you examples. If I'm not mistaken, they go in Biker DLC. I think they are hand, if I'm not mistaken. See, I've already changed a bunch of these things. Let's see, what was that apartment number? Hand diff 007. Hand diff 007. Was it A or B? B. Hand diff 007 B. Oh, that's DEA. I've replaced already. But anyway, that's just how easy they are to replace. So when you go in the game, instead of it saying some ridiculous name, FIB or DIA or DOA, I think it's DOA, you'll have the real badge there. And we showed you how to do the coat. Oh, the hat real quick. Campaign hat. Yeah, FBI, all of these have been replaced already. Let's do the campaign hat real quick. Let's see, state police. Okay, all you're gonna do is go into OpenIV, where the original state police is, which is in backup, props. You just go into props. P, so state police is in Independence. Head. Yep, there it is. All you're gonna do is whatever the original looks like, export, create a folder, title it state police hats, campaign hats, whatever you want to title it. Go back in Paint, extract it, pull it out, change the colors to what you need to change the colors to. Go to Google, grab a badge. I think this is Tennessee Highway Patrol. You can put your badge on it, or you can leave it blank if you want. It's up to you. You can cover it up, or you can leave it blank. It's up to you. It's as long as you have the color, you have the colors of the campaign hat, but it's up to you. It still matches the uniform. Okay, you save it. Go in, replace. Go to Tennessee. And click save, and there you go. It's all it is to it. You can use any state you want to like that. Maryland. I know Maryland. I don't know if I put Maryland State Police. I don't think I've ever done a Maryland State Police episode. I know I've done New Hampshire. So you just go to desktop, LMN, New Hampshire State Police, and save. That's all you got to do. Okay, remember, hats and gloves and glasses and all that stuff are in props. P right there. P for props. All right, we don't need that anymore. All right, so last time I showed you, we went in the game and we actually saw the uniform. The uniform stuff we just put in will be LSSD. We did a county sheriff uniform. Same thing works for state police. Okay. All right. Next, I don't want to make this too long, so we're gonna cut it short. Next episode, we'll most likely do wardrobe. I try to stay away from Law and Order, because Law and Order will override your badges and stuff. So I like to use wardrobe. You don't have to use wardrobe. You can use Law and Order or wardrobe or whatever you want to use. It's up to you. But remember, this is how you go and grab a vest or a car or gun, siren, whatever you want to grab. This website. Or you can get vests if you trust the website. You can get them from here. Make sure your antivirus is turned on. You see all of these ads all the way around. These have, in case you didn't know, these contain viruses. All of these little ads contain viruses. Make sure your antivirus is turned on while you're on those little websites that has all of these advertisements, because that's how the websites make their money, and everybody knows that. So the hackers and stuff that want to be funny, they put viruses in all of these. So please make sure your antivirus is turned on. You may need to turn it off when you go inside the game to play, but make sure it's turned on when you're visiting those websites. As just a warning, I'm telling you, you're gonna get a virus. Heck, you can even use all of these patches if you want to. I've seen a lot of people using these patches. It's real easy. All you're doing is save it, go to Paint, grab your folder, go to wherever you saved it at, and put it on your vest. So here's a couple that I've used. Saves you the trouble of typing. You don't have to actually type out all of that stuff to put it on your vest. You can just go there, grab it, make your border around it, copy, save, and paste it on your vest wherever you need to put it. Okay? Real simple, real easy. All right, we are out of here. I've got some textures to finish up for customers and an episode to do. All right, everybody, we'll see you on the next episode.